よし、やっていくか。
You're listening to Radio August. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
It's 5 o'clock and I'm Alice Monroe with your August update. August police are appealing for information following the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw's body was discovered last night. Chief DuPont is calling the crime a violent and despicable act. Anyone with information about the murder is urged to get in touch via the department's confidential tip hotline. It's horrible, Poe.
Indeed it is.
You need to learn when to keep your mouth shut.
Eh, 何?
You know why you're here, don't you?
ああ、なるほどね。選べると。わかるか。ああ。
Then humor me. The dead girl. And this. What exactly were you thinking? You have one job. Don't get caught. Do you think you can do that this time?
わかんないよ。
Splendid. You're going to a town called August. Find Chief DuPont. He's gonna think you're someone else. This person. This is who you are now. Understood? Understood?
強要すんのか。
If someone so much as sniffs that you're different, you'll be deprecated. Deprecated.
バレるなってことね。
We expect you to use your ability. Just don't get caught. And never, ever change into a child.
In brighter news, August resident Mia French is celebrating the return of her missing pooch, Barley. The 8-month-old Basset Hound puppy was found outside Daryl's Chicken and Ribs.
And that's 5 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
I'm Violet. Welcome to the guest house. There are some rules. In particular, no shoes in the guest house. The carpets are priceless. Now, how long are you staying for? That's fine. It's yours for as long as you want it. There's not been many visitors of late. Perhaps the murder will bring some tourists in. Sometimes we wish we'd asked something and the moment just passes. Yes, the murder. You haven't spoken to the chief yet, have you?
警部。
Chief DuPont. He's the one who booked the room for you.
警部。
You look lost. You should probably go and speak to the chief. Your room is just down the hall, last on the left. It has its own back door. The chief said that's the way you'd like it. Just finishing.
Yeah, it's a big place. Hi, I'm Bronwyn. Pleased to meet you, Sam. If you'd like a reading.
払ってみる。
So, what's your question, Sam?
帰ったのだよ。
Oh. The Page of Cups. It suggests I'm innocent of whatever it is I'm being accused of. I'm going to be seeing a lot more of you, aren't I, Sam? I'm in room 1 and that's down the hall. Rain's in 2, Lexi's in 3.
Rain.
Which room are you in, Sam?
Um.
Good. We're neighbors. Just knock if you need me.
It's answered. Mrs. Hedges. I think I found her. It's not good, I'm afraid. Cough.
何戻る。めっちゃいい部屋じゃん。出る。記事返信不可。
Slowly towards Lung. And what did you want exactly? Lung steps backwards in rhythm with the
ラ
girl.
ジオの音。
I'm dying. I don't.
あ、警部。
Good, you got my message. Chief Inspector DuPont. I wasn't sure you'd come, but I suppose you're between jobs? Well, we both know that's not true. But I like it. Sam. That's your cover now. So, the job. Dorota Shaw. 21, accomplished cellist,
Shaw.
redhead. Strangled. I know who did it, but I need proof. It's the tarot readers.
リーダー。
Because they predicted it. The older one, Bronwyn, she came into my office last night talking all crazy and saying Dorota was in trouble. I did my best not to lock her up. It all sounded crazy to me. Tarot, the spirit world, cards that move, trans-dimensional thingamajigs. To be honest, I thought she'd probably been smoking something, and that's why I didn't take it seriously. Because things, I don't have enough on her. That's where you come in. The free guest house stay isn't free. I need you to work the case and report back to me. Find out things from the inside. Can you do it?
内部から審査。
Oh, okay. Well, that's that then. I thought you'd want a shot at redemption, but I guess you're turning yourself in. It's what you want, isn't it, Sam? To stop running? To give up? Didn't think so. I'll be telling everyone that you've been hired by the Shaws because obviously local law enforcement is either too incompetent or too overworked to solve anything. That gives you a license to talk to people, but only notionally. Don't actually touch people or annoy them. You don't have any real authority, understand? But you help me out, I'll help you. Do I have to spell it out? I'll make your problem go away, or at least sink it to the bottom of a pile of paperwork.
片付けられ
Your old town? The problem? Come and find me when you're settled. This is Second Chance Sunday for you, Sam. Don't blow it. Not much. Perhaps you should do some investigation. What do you want to know? She was a cellist, selected for a scholarship at Juilliard. It was in the local paper. I'm more of a Bon Jovi fan myself. Don't read the paper, do you? Yesterday, Monday the 9th at approximately 9 p.m, according to the coroner, we got a call from the mother just after 10 p.m. In her bedroom. She was naked. Strangled. No signs of sexual activity of any kind. It was a weird scene to look at. There was one thing, but it's strictly between you and me. Dorota had a gold coin in her mouth. I'm being serious now, Sam. Not a word of this. It's the one thing only the killer would know.
金庫
Do I have an alibi for last night? Do I? Okay. I was here, and there are video monitors that will prove it. Thanks for ruling me out, genius. Board here, runs the local guest house. Lovely lady. Where are you going with this, Sam? What's she told you? Look, if it's about the pills, I already know.
あ、またいけるんだね、一回出ても。
Not much. Perhaps you should do some investigating?
Violet. Index. Violet.
I assume you've been to see Chief DuPont already? Not really. I'm sure she was a precious lamb, though.
お羊
Yes, a lamb. Young. Innocent. Lambs get slaughtered, though, don't they? Nice, yes, that's a good description. Actually, I thought she was a bit slutty, to be honest.
こんなところ
Sorry. I'm gossiping. I don't want to talk ill of the dead. Ask her boyfriend.
人がいるんだ
Oscar lives at the vicarage
Oscar?
next to the church. Don't tell him I sent you, though. I'm sure he's sick of seeing people already.
ダメだ 書きましょう 殺害 どうの なし あ 中に バイオレットだよね ハウ あ、なんだっけ絶対その名前あ あ 彼氏。他の資格は
They're tarot readers. I'm thinking of asking them to leave, actually.
タロットリーダー。
Demands already? I'm only thinking of doing it.
彼らだもんな。
It's the
昨晩は何を
strangest thing. I honestly don't remember. But I imagine I was here or getting groceries somewhere.
剣の覚えてないと。ドロタ。ドロタ。会社ドロタ。
I've driven by it, never actually been in it.
ポンド警部が君は薬を飲んでいると言っていたが、それはなぜ？
I take clozapine. I think they're for anxiety. I'm a very anxious person.
高出張症の治療薬では？
I don't know, Dr. Sam, you tell me.
はい。一回話聞くと何もできないんだ。なるほど。呼ぶ。ブロンウィン。
Sam, is it? I'm sensing you're not here for a reading.
この人さっきタロットやってくれるでしょうか？
Chichupon thinks I did it. I'm hoping you'll convince him otherwise.
今度警部が殺害したと思っている。
All I'm asking is that you dig a little deeper than the chief. I had nothing to do with Dorota's death. We saw danger in the cards and we tried to stop it.
なぜ予言したのか。
Trust me, Sam, we're on the same team.
タロットが出たから。君たちはって複数じゃないんだね。
We saw it in the cards, not images, feelings, impressions. Tarot can be very powerful. Not these cards. They only tell us what they want us to know.
カードはカードが私たちに伝えたいこと。
In my room, reading, I found a trashy romance novel under the bed. I'm assuming it's Violet's. It's all swooning heroines and brooding vampire Casanovas. Thank God Lexi saved me.
バイオレットの本を読んでいた。手に来た。何を助けに来た？
She came to my room to chat for a little while. That was around 9, I think. You can ask her. I said the book was trashy. Look at this place. If her guest house is anything to go by, Violet's the opposite of trashy.
Lexi. と一緒にだと。レクシーが。
Hi, Sam, is it? Come on in, make yourself at home. Mi casa es su casa. Come on.
スペイン語フロインのことどれぐらい知ってる
She's like my big sister, so pretty well.
どなたを殺したと思う
No,
そうだろうな。
I don't know anyone in this town, except for Bronwyn and Rain, obviously, and Violet, and the Chief, and now you. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous. Good old-fashioned fortune-telling. Well, kind of. We drew a card each and smushed them all together. Do you know what the most dangerous tarot card is?
危険なカードピナリス
You've done your research. The happy squirrel was vague and mysterious, but not evil.
僕ではない。
The
でもこの
Five
危
of
険なカードは
Swords. I think
ソー
so
ドの
anyway.
5。
There's nothing more dangerous than someone taking whatever they want, no matter the cost. Yeah, I did. Rain got the Knight of Wands, that's Dorota, and Bronwyn got the Ten of Swords, which is, well, you know, swords in general are bad.
ロビンがソードの10を選んだ。
The cards told
Hold on,
us to. Well, the cards in Rain. Tarot gives us a rough direction and he narrows it down with some astrological jiggery pokery. He's basically a walking esoteric library. And if that sounds dull, let me reassure you, it is.
レインの占いで街に来たってことか。
No? Well, yeah. Well, no. We have a job to do. I didn't say job. I said job. Okay. We make a cheese obelisk, a chop, and depending on the shape of that chop, we get different answers to questions. No, you don't. I was in my room all night with Bronwyn. We were painting our nails.
ピアノって言った。知ってるか
No, I mean, yeah, I've already cleaned it off.
ないじゃん。手になし。レインか。
You must be a new guest. Or you're burglaring us. I'm Rain, by the way.
彼らってこのレインとかってことか。
I heard you say earlier your name's Sam. You don't look like a Sam.
ぽくない。上がってんのかな
I was in my room. Praying, actually. I don't believe in God, but I was still praying. It didn't work.
源氏は部屋にいた。
My prayer that the girl would be safe.
あの子のプジョ笑顔いたのに。
I didn't know her. I know she was called Dorota Shaw. She was young, had red hair, a talented musician. No, Not at all. You're completely barking up the wrong tree there.
犯人が言いそうな言葉だ。
Spoken like the true killer. Posing as a detective, trying to frame someone else for the murder.
いや、お互いに良くないね。
We did a reading. A group reading, actually. With a special tarot deck. The three of us get together and read the same cards. Bronwyn says it makes the whole thing stronger or more powerful or something. But I'm pretty sure I'd get the same answers just on my own.
グループリーディング。あって、3人でランアウト。結果、トロタが分かったと。なるほどね。
Mercury? It's not exactly from here. With a normal tarot deck, you'd have the question, so you'd be the querent. With Mercury, it gives you the question and the answer. The cards themselves kind of change. It's a special deck. I don't have it at the moment. Bronwyn has it.
ブロンウィンが。見せてもらおう。ブロンウィンが特殊タロットカード。OK。バイオレット、メイン、レクシー。ラジオのオンってどっか。
Whitfield, as he placed a hand on Dimitri's shoulder. Nothing to worry about. Dimitri just stared into empty space, his eyes filled with.
マーキュリーにタロット見せてもらってもいい？
Mercury? Sure. I'll just get it. It feels a bit sacrilegious just spreading it out to show you.
得しているような気分。
It doesn't really answer questions, it more asks them. Do you want it to ask you a question, Sam?
Yeah.
There's nothing particularly special about it, apart from where it's from, what it does, and how it behaves.
On the light this time.
結局見せてくれなかったな。
Dreams?
And not.
バイオレット。
Had a dream come in from Lena. Well, if I'm honest, Lena, it sounds a bit of a nightmare.
Nightmares.
Firstly, thank you for writing.
楽しい。
But in the dream, it's my house, and I'm discovering lots of empty rooms
楽しい。
leading off it. But then I start noticing all these holes in the.
It's 6 o'clock, and you're listening to Radio August. Police investigating the murder of Dorota Shaw are appealing to the community to help catch her killer. The body of 21-year-old Miss Shaw, an accomplished cellist, was found in her home last night. Police are describing the murder as a violent and despicable act. Monroe?
It's just terrible. Meanwhile, out of respect for the victim and her family, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced shortly, so do stay tuned to Radio August for updates.
I heard Dorota Shaw was due to play this weekend.
At the Tulip Festival?
Indeed. I understand why they'd want to postpone it. Tonight the weather will be mostly dry and warm, but be on the lookout for dark clouds on the horizon, as there may be scattered showers. Best take an umbrella, Monroe, so you don't get wet.
I like getting wet. That's 6 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
あ、調査を続ける。次の章。
I can tell you is that how
警部を訪ねる。
pains me to think that I was even on the list, but I'm ruled out because we have video footage of me in the station at the time of the murder. Rain says he was praying in his room, alone. Nobody corroborates. Bronwyn and Lexi say they were in the same room last night. Shame they can't agree which one. The tarot readers have mentioned a job. We don't know what. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, and you found out she's taking pills. Perhaps they're related. That's it. Pains me to think that I was even on the list, but I'm ruled out because we have video footage of me in the station at the time of the murder. Rain says he was praying in his room, alone. Nobody corroborates. Bronwyn and Lexi say they were in the same room last night. Shame they can't agree which one. The tarot readers have mentioned a job. We don't know what. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, and you found out she's taking pills. Perhaps they're related. That's it.
I've done a bad thing, and it's only Wednesday.
It's 6 o'clock, and you're listening to Radio August. Police investigating the murder of Dorota Shaw are appealing to the community to help catch her killer. The body of 21-year-old Miss Shaw, an accomplished cellist, was found in her home last night. Police are describing the murder as a violent and despicable act. Monroe?
It's just terrible. Meanwhile, out of respect for the victim and her family, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced shortly, so do stay tuned to Radio August for updates.
I heard Dorota Shaw was due to play this weekend.
At the Tulip Festival?
Indeed. I understand why they'd want to postpone it. Tonight the weather will be mostly dry and warm, but be on the lookout for dark clouds on the horizon, as there may be scattered showers. Best take an umbrella, Monroe, so you don't get wet.
I like getting wet. That's 6 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Officer Peters looks me up and down. She's hot too, but not as hot as the gun in the back of my...
Who are you?
僕は姿を変える探偵です。これダメだろ。
Right, because the local police are so rubbish. It's been a day, a whole day. It's typical of them. Not long, a couple of months maybe. We did care for each other.
数ヶ月付き合っていたと。誰がいたと思う？
No, no one. She was really popular.
彼女は人気者だった。
Yeah, I went round there in the afternoon. Her parents were at work, and we were, you know, hanging out. I left at about 5.
また5時か。殺害時刻。
Playing football. It was just 5-a-side. Finished at about 9:30. I called her, but she never picked up.
半に電話つなげなかった。どうしたん？
Not much. They always seemed happy to see me. I don't think they meant it. They wanted Dorota to focus on her music. What, you mean watching us? That's disturbing. No, it couldn't have been. The only place he could have hidden would be in the closet, and I suppose someone could have hidden in the closet.
クローゼット。クローゼットなら隠れられる。
Not hidden. Well, she liked it. Liked me to watch. Not other guys. Just she had these, you know, voyeur fantasies.
覗き見される空洞壁。
She'd ask me to hide in the upstairs
上の
closet.
階のクローゼットに入るよう
And
に言
she'd
われる。
walk in and
その
strip
彼女
off,
が入ってきて服を脱ぐ。
start
それで
touching herself.
自分で始める。
She got upset if I came
終
out before
わ
she
る前に出てったら、
finished.
彼女はひどく怒る。
I'm sorry, is this helping with the investigation?
それ。 ったんじゃないの？
Clothes, mainly. I did see something that freaked me out a bit. She had a wedding dress in there. She knew I'd seen it, but we never talked about it. Not even as a joke.
ウェディングドレスがあった。
Go and tell the chief.
Dreams
And nightmares.
with Poe and Monroe. Now, this is a particularly interesting one. So, this is coming from Marek, and they say, I'm in a circus, walking on a tightrope across a pool of sharks, but the sharks don't seem to notice me. They're busy playing poker. I fall, but I never hit the water. Now, this in particular.
バイオレットやってみるか。オスカーがどうだったら殺すと思う？
Vicar's son.
牧師の息子？
No, as far as I can tell, Oscar is a good boy. But we've all got different faces now, haven't we, Sam?
の顔？
The masks we wear. I could be a
仮面をかぶって。
satanic cultist behind closed doors, but you'd never know, would you, Sam? She flaunts herself, her body, had boudoir photographs taken. Who do you think those photos were for, Sam? Her mother?
自分の体のポートレートを撮っていた。
Not really, just gossip. Apparently, she went to have some portrait photos done and started
写真撮ってもらっ
stripping
て、
off.
それから服を脱ぎ始めた。
Weston's photographic.
ザッ
Zach
ク・ウェストン。
Weston. He'll get himself into trouble one of these days.
ザック・ウェストン。いや。あ。撮ると。写真。
If you keep taking pictures of pretty girls in their underwear, somebody's going to get upset. Zach's the local photographer. You should go and talk to him, Sam. You're good at talking.
のカメラマン。
At Weston's photographic? Off the high road? It's late, but he's always there.
高速道路の下にいるの。
Sorry, Sam. I forgot you've only been here an hour or so. You've come and gone so much already, it feels like you've been here much longer.
Marek, what I'd like to say to you is that maybe you're worrying too.
病院。タクシーは昨晩君の部屋ではなく自分の部屋に届いてたよ。
She gets easily confused. Youth of today. Fine. Jeeve Dupont was breathing down our necks, so we thought it would be simpler if we stuck together. If these walls weren't separating our rooms, then technically it'd be true.
確か同じ部屋にいなかったんだじゃあ。
To protect Lexi. None of this is her fault, and she gets anxious easily. I was just trying to take the pressure off. I'm sorry, Sam. I never usually lie.
ただの嘘。
I was logged into Tarotasm. It's a phone
Tarotanet.
reading service, and I get paid by the minute. Which, now that I'm saying it, it's not something I really should be bragging about. Yes, he came to see me. He wanted to know that she was okay,
あれでしょ
spiritually speaking.
なんだっけ彼女が嘘ついてるやつでしょ ストーリーだっけ。確かに似てるね。追求していく感じだね。あれは君、ドルタの子もなんか話した？
He confided in me quite a bit, actually. He seemed to appreciate having someone to talk to, and he knew I couldn't tell anyone what he said.
僕に話構わない。
Oh, Sam. You know I can't do that. Tarot reader client confidentiality.
There's a handle, and then it kind of looks like a bell shape.
いや、レクシーのとこ行っ
Hi Sam,
て、
back from war already?
お月だったから。ドルタの会社知ってる？
No, I think Bronwyn met him though. You'd have to ask her, or him. It's not my place to say.
確かに。
I didn't. How did you find out?
いくらだったっけな？ 1800 円だったっけな？
Bron was worried about me not having an alibi. She was logged in doing phone readings, so she's alright. But there's nothing to prove that I was here. I was though, cross my heart and hope to die.
Dreams
And nightmares.
with Poe and Monroe. So we've just had.
ブロインとこ行って彼氏知ってるかどうか聞けるかな？ああ、聞け
You
な
know,
い
it
ね。
sounds a bit of a nightmare.
Nightmares.
Firstly, thank you for writing this one in. She
Hey.
said.
Sam, what can I do for you?
伝えること。レクシーが来た人はある使命のためにここに来たと言っていた。
We're trying to save people.
オーガストに来る前どこにいた？
Birmingham. We couldn't save
Birmingham.
anyone there either. The problem with travelers is. Let's put a pin in this one, Sam.
バーミンガム？トラベラー？
Let me ask Bronwyn. If she says it's okay to talk about it, it's okay to talk
彼
about
女
it.
が同意したら全て話すよ。
We didn't. Lexi used a Ouija board to get the name.
ピーチャーボート。
It's Lexi's thing. I don't personally go near them, but in this case, it did help. No. Lexi needs to give it context from the tarot reading. A lot of the time, it comes up with nothing. Or a sordid comment directed at Lexi. I think that's why she keeps using it, to be honest.
ピーチャーボートって何？
Once we thought there was going to be a murder, Lexi used the Ouija board to find out the victim's name. It spelled out the rota. Just... This is going to sound weird. Most people believe Ouija boards contact the dead. So if Lexi contacts a dead person, that person needs to know what happens in the future. Ergo, maybe the person she's contacting is from the future. A time traveler who died here. You don't believe me? Well, ask Lexi or Bron. They've got their own ideas, but my theory is definitely the more plausible.
I'm not sure what it is, but what I do know is that it has three circles all attached in the center.
Yes.
ビジャボードっていう死者の
And it's made of,
声を聞くやつがあっ
I
て、そこ
think,
から
metal. I think it's metal.
殺される
We had the
であろ
same
う
metal
ドロタの名
in
前を
one
知っ
of
た
our
と。
earlier shows. Do you remember?
ただドロタは
It's the same
殺されてないから
material.
死者になるはずはなくって、
Oh,
なんでそれをでき
it must be
たのかと、
bronze.
レクシーは。
I
聞けるかな？ああ、聞けるじゃん、ほら。ビジャボードについて話して。
Oh, it's just your run-of-the-mill spirit communication device. Want to know how
大
it
体
works?
コミュニケーション装置。聞いてみよう。
Cool, okay. So Ouija boards send us messages from the spirit world, right? But where is the spirit world? I mean, there's planets and stars in space. The spirit world must be really far away beyond all that.
続けて。
With so far to travel, messages from the spirit world must take ages to get here. Like how light from the sun takes 8 minutes or something to reach us. You still with me? Oh, you're sweet. Where was I? Oh, so here's my point. The spirit world is actually several hours ahead of us. That's how we get messages about things that haven't happened yet. That's how we got Dorota's name. Because in the spirit world, she was already dead. I know, mind-blowing.
光を超えて未来のことが先に分かったって言ってる。めちゃめちゃな。
Traveller? That's a really old role-playing game, isn't it?
レインから全部聞いた。
Oh, did he now? Well then, you know what I know. I guess you must be a part of our inner circle. How does it feel?
そうだ。言うんだ。
Cheeky? Are you flirting with me?
ヤッホー、マー様。
God, I'm such a bad judge of character. Just ignore me.
A listener perceived as
あんまりいい
dangerous
反応じゃなかったな。
and never falling and then never hitting falling and never hitting the water. I mean,
It's Lexi's. I like to think it works the way most metaphysical things work, through energy. Tarot cards, runes, Ouija boards. They're just devices for asking questions and receiving answers. But energy is what powers them.
People love it, some people hate it, but what it actually relates to is being out of control. Now, the tightrope itself, what is one of the main things you have to consider when you're walking on a tightrope? Not that you would know, Poe, obviously, or maybe you do.
I hardly ever. I'm in control. No, I know what you mean. Yeah, there is. The stakes are high.
But what else do you need?
Oh yeah, you need to balance. You need the balance.
Exactly, that's exactly right. So what the tightrope refers to is actually the balance in your life. Now, you were exactly spot on actually about the sharks being something negative, but in this case, the sharks actually refer to the negative people that are in your life. So, what I think from what you've said about your dream is that you're trying so hard to keep your life balanced and to avoid the negative people in your life. And I also think that
バイオレット。だしね。
you detract their attention.
Yeah, because they're busy.
And you said that the sharks don't seem to notice you because you're just carrying on as normal.
Your ability isn't endless.
君の能力は無限ではない。
Will run out
経験を受け
at
る
some
か使いこなすことができる。使い切ることがある。
Hi, I'm Lexi. Oh, I'm Lexi.
あ、これで自分が今レクシーになってんのか。
Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
あ、で、
The calling.
レイン行こうじゃあ。
I feel sad for Oscar.
Bronwyn said to stay away from him and the family. We're drawing too much attention to ourselves. We won't be able to finish our job.
Job?
Are you wearing a wire? You know why we're here. Don't make me say it.
Say it.
No. Stop being silly.
Under her chin.
話してくれなかっ
Caught
たな。
her still smiling mouth.
Dorota had a boyfriend.
Oscar, the guy I met this morning? The one I told you about. Yes.
What did he want?
Answers. Reassurance. Forgiveness.
Do you think he killed her?
Not considering what he asked me to do.
彼の願いを考えると彼ではないはず。
Business. Your wardens have long since forgotten you. Free yourself.
あ、 あるってないじゃん。
and I passed out. Perhaps
Hi, I'm Bronwyn. I'm Bronwyn.
ブロンウィン。ブロンウィンになって、レイン行ってみるか。
It's quite heavy, and it feels like.
You can tell Sam about Birmingham.
ためにバーミンガムの話して構わないわ。
Well, what can I tell Sam that you haven't already?
You know Sam likes a fact check.
I don't really know Sam. But if you're sure, then I guess I'm sure.
What did you tell the police you were doing last night?
警察には昨日の夜何をしてたと言ったの？
I told them the truth, that I was in my room.
あ、事実
I'm
なん
not
だ。
sure if they can fact check it, but it's the only alibi I've got. Kind of wish we'd all stuck together now.
When should we do another reading? The police think it's me, don't
私
they?
が犯人だと思ってる。
Looks that way.
そうみたいだ。
Have you been feeling possessed lately?
Why possessed?
You're kidding, right?
Yeah, would you believe it? They normally come in pairs and have.
それで、元の姿に戻って、一回レインのとこに行くと、
That's what can happen when you sell.
あ、なんだ、話してくんないじゃん。
Particular in August at the moment.
You're listening to Monroe.
物語は進まないけど、あれなんだね。話は聞ける。
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
Hi, I'm Bronwyn.
あ、ちょ。
I'm Bronwyn.
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
で、ブロンウィンに会いに行く。
Through the tall glass windows that span the wall,
あ、いないわ。
the lights of the city. It was cold. The room gave the impression.
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
本当警部。
Hi, I'm Lexi. Oh, I'm Lexi.
で、ポント警部で、レクシー
Hi,
か。
Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Playing with the images and thoughts all called from its victims.
いないな。
Then it turned to
い
face
ない、
me.
いない人が多いんだな。
Run or die.
Why is Sam still questioning me? Do I need to bring up Mr. Hedges again?
ヘッジスさんのこと話すわよ。
Are you threatening me?
Excuse me? Of course not. We just agreed that with the meds I'm on, stuff like this might get out. Remember?
Then stuck. I
出てきた
accepted my
謎の
fate.
人。ヘッジスさん。
Hoped it would be over quickly. A blink, and there it was. Clutching my shoulders with spider-like fingers,
バイオレッ
black
トと
eyeless sockets led straight into its mind. A cold, dark tunnel, and at the bottom a mirage. Those
デュ
teeth,
ポンド警部。
that carnivorous circular maw, closing down like a spiked coffin. The vision vanished, and an alternative,
あ、いなくなってる。
eat me, at least for now. It needed...
You have a recognizable knock, Chief Dupont. I'll remember not to answer next time.
Do you know Dorota's boy?
I've met him once, yes.
Just...
Unless I've got a body double walking around, yes. Just the once. We talked in confidence. You'll need to ask him if you want the juicy details.
And its disguise would be less unsettling if it had eyes, and were less of a corpse. Understand the concept of water or air, floating or standing, lit.
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
オス
But
カ
the
ーに
man
なっ
lived a life of
て
addiction, survived on a steadily dwindling
ローミンって会えなかったんだよね。そうだよね。
and street life took
聞
their
けないんだ
toll
ね。
on her market value.
会話の内容は。
And
その姿に戻って出ましょう。あった。バイオレッ
Hello,
トになって。
I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
A corporeal phantasm of nightmares, fraying at
バ
the
イオレッ
edges.
トになって警部のとこ行ったと思うんだよ。
Violet.
Sam knows about Mr.
I'll handle it, Violet. Just get back to the guest house. Unless something else you need?
Spidery fingers wrenched open my jaw, fingers with far too many segments which traced along the sides of my face and into my mouth, stretching it wide. The bag lady gapped its bile-stained mouth over my...
ローミンになってさ、ローミンになって、
Hi, I'm Bronwyn. I'm Bronwyn.
オスカーのとこ行けばいいのか。
probed. The worm didn't go down, but up.
Didn't expect you to come back. Have you contacted Dorota?
No. Yes. She says you know who killed her.
彼女はあなたが誰か殺人犯か知ってると言っていた。
No. Yes. She says you know. Yes. She forgives you.
彼女はあなたを許した。
No. Yes.
Really? You actually spoke to her? Did she say anything else? Is she okay? Who killed her?
It's Hay.
Okay, that's okay. She forgives me. I guess she didn't have time to elaborate.
I'm sorry the police ignored our... I'm sorry the police ignored our prediction. Do you get on with Dorota's family?
It's okay, just... How did you know? How did you come up with a name and then... she's gone?
She's not gone. She's waiting. How could...
The usual way? The front door. Like, it's a
玄関だ。
townhouse and she's on the 3rd floor.
みたいな
So,
話の3階に住ん
other
でた
than。teleport him or a big ladder, that's the only way.
Do you get on with
3階に
Dorota's
住んでたん
family?
だ。自宅で、はい。3階。玄関から入る。あ。でも
Not really. Especially not now. I'm convinced I got her into the wrong crowd or something. Am I really a bad influence?
Yes.
Thanks, Bronwyn. I know it's a bit soon, but maybe we can grab coffee sometime? Just to chat about things.
コーヒーを飲みながら話そう。
Yes. That would... No, thanks. Yes. That would be nice.
I like you,
これ
Bronwyn.
はいいわね。
How about soon? How about tonight? I can come to the guest house?
No, you can't.
Maybe another time then.
You're not really a bad influence.
That's okay. I'm used to the abuse. Hey, maybe we could hang out together after all.
Sure. Sure.
That's great. I'll be over soon. Just got a few things to clear up here.
いや、なんか、付き合うみたいになっちゃった。
The vacant penthouse. George wanted to know. True in a way.
Miss Castle. More unexpected pleasures.
What did Dorota's I was nowhere near.
You said you were with another one of the readers. All I'm saying is that Violet didn't recall seeing any of you.
Violet doesn't remember.
Did she tell you that? She's playing with you to get you to open up.
What did Dorota's boyfriend say about me?
Something about a message you wouldn't deliver? Did you want him to be a special friend? Is that why you killed his girlfriend?
I didn't kill Dorota.
Yeah, let's do this again. Chief, I didn't kill Dorota. I was in my room. Oh, but you can't prove it, Bronwyn. You're going to jail for a long, long time.
Well, it definitely looks like an alien. And from what I can see, it's like a alien.
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
But it's quite an ancient object, isn't it? This one is a sculpture that was found along with several others, similar sculptures. Visited our planet already, or at least Mexico.
Now that's a thought.
But, I just thought it.
It's 7 o'clock, and here's the latest August update. Chief DuPont of August Police is urging residents to be vigilant tonight following the brutal murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Whilst he stresses there is no immediate threat to the community at large, residents should be on the lookout until the killer is in police custody. Miss Shaw was found strangled in her bedroom home last night. Poe, I heard she was found by her mother.
Truly awful. Mother caught me up to all sorts of mischief in my bedroom. Also in the news, emergency services were called to the crossroads at Grange Avenue and Church Street following a collision between two cars. There are no reports of any serious injuries, but you might want to take a different route for now.
Oh no. It's going to be one of those nights, Poe.
Stick with me, doll. I'll keep you safe.
I'm not going anywhere. That's 7 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Any more news on Oscar Wainwright?
Oscar Wainwright? あ、彼氏か。ローウィンとレクシーをアリバイ偽造した。
There he goes. Got any proof? Get proof. Then I can haul them in. Yep, that's what he told me too. Not a suspect. Just the tarot readers. No one else is remotely suspicious compared to them. Dorota's an only child. She lived with her mum and dad. Monday night was movie night, so they'd go and watch the 8 o'clock at the Odeon. Dorota would get the house to herself. They're devastated, naturally. They left town to stay with relatives. They didn't do it, Sam. Although, perhaps I should have made them stay.
家に一人でいて、家族は8時から映画を見に行ったと。8時から9時の間に殺されたってことだね。
Rain says he was praying in his room, alone. Nobody corroborates. Roman and Lexi lied about their alibis. I'm thinking what to do about it. Apparently, Lexi used a Ouija board to get Dorota's name. The tarot readers mentioned Birmingham. You're looking into it. There's some talk about a traveller, whatever that is. Oscar's not a suspect. He was playing football last night with lots of witnesses. According to Oscar, Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet, which is strange. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. And finally, you pulled the name Zach Weston from somewhere, saying he's the town photographer? I've never run into him. Still, I guess I'm not in the papers that much. That's it. Violet told you about Mr. Hedges? Mr. Hedges was one of August's homeless. Actually, probably our only homeless person. We're pretty well off here. No, we called him Mr. Hedges because, well, that's where we found him. I asked Violet to put him up one night, and of all the nights he could have died, he croaked it at the guest house.
ゲストハウスでしたな。バイオレット。だが、亡くなったと。それであなたたちは彼を埋めた。いや、聞けないだろ、これ。
Violet thinks it's a big secret, but it's not. I'll spare you the details.
話しても構わない。
So it's, she wants to, at least the person she's observing in the dream is.
そう。とりあえずは、時間か。結構長く感じるな。整理しないとダメだな。ということで、お疲れ様でございました。